Alright, 2 months ago, I looked at SpongeBob's second Halloween episode, and I mentioned in passing that most of the stop-motion puppets and backgrounds they had used were originally for a Christmas special. This is that special. Getting right down to business, we open on Patchy and Putty on their way to the North Pole in a mail truck. Patchy isn't a mailman here, he stole a mail truck. Things don't go south for their journey to the North Pole until they hit a fork in the road, and while the normally live-action duo waits to stop spinning, let's get back to SpongeBob. So, SpongeBob wakes up on the 23rd, and since he and the other Bikini Bottomites already know about Christmas this time, the entire city is decked out for the holidays. Sponge getting us started with a song as he puts the finishing touches on his house.
I like my house like a Christmas tree. Fa la 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 lee. 'Cause Santa has his jolly little eyes on me.
Checking in with Squidward, who was sending a very clear message with his lights. And honestly, I get it. Last year Santa pawned Bikini Bottom off on him. Next is Patrick, where he's getting ready to, well, trap Santa Claus. Believing he can catch Santa, then it'll be Christmas forever. But this Patrick we're talking about, so...
Hey, a cookie!
Meanwhile, Plankton is lamenting how every year the only thing he gets from Santa is...
stocking full of coal!
And presuming Santa grades on a bell curve, sets forth with his Yuletide diabolical plan. Distributing fruitcake laced with jerktonium, one of the secret elements on the periodic table, right along with unobtainium and potassium infinite. The thought process being it'll turn everyone into huge jerks, making him seem not so bad. But because he chooses SpongeBob as the first victim, he initially thinks it's a dud. Because, as we later learn, jerktonium doesn't actually affect Sponge due to his pure heart, love of the holidays, and tiny brain. Of course, SpongeBob doesn't know any of this, so assuming it's just fruitcake, he takes over its distribution, turning everyone in town into jerks. The only hanging chad is SpongeBob himself, who will inevitably throw Plankton's whole ratio off with his positivity. So, he sicks a metal SpongeBob on the town to slander Sponge's reputation, which only seems to work because nobody notices the robot is gray and made of steel. The next day, SpongeBob finally notices everybody's acting weird and he goes to a jerkified Sandy to try and find answers. Via pratfall, some fruitcake lands in Sandy's analyzer and they both realize it has jerktonium in it.
You took food from Plankton and fed it to everyone in town?
Uh-huh.
You're an idiot.
Uh-huh.
You know, if Plankton actually distributed normal fruitcake, he'd probably get off the naughty list. Not by a lot, but, you know, enough. Sandy realizes that they need an antidote to get everybody unjerked, and her analyzer gives them their cure. A song.
Don't be a jerk. It's Christmas.
And the cure thankfully takes, but not on Squidward. He didn't have any fruitcake though, he's, you know, diseases like that. Unfortunately, the solution comes too late, because Santa, voiced by John Goodman, arrives to declare the entire town naughty. Well, of course, except for Plankton, who gets what he wants for Christmas, the Krabby Patty recipe. How did Santa get it? Let's just say he has his ways.
Get out of me pocket, you foul goblin!
The thing is, though, Plankton kind of forgot about his sponge droid, and once it locks eyes on Santa, SpongeBob has to destroy it with fruitcake to save Santa. And since the stupid thing's key says it's from the chum bucket, you can imagine how much trouble Plankton is in. The episode ends not with SpongeBob, but with the Patchy plotline. After much deliberation and nearing starvation, Patchy finds what he thinks is Santa's workshop, only for it to be revealed that he's actually hallucinating inside a polar bear cave. Yeah, last time Santa checked, stealing a mail truck is considered naughty.